TGIF. Thank you so much for joining us. And now, without further ado, I will be introducing our guest today, and I'm sure you're all excited to see her. She has been a guest with TGIF already, but not with me, so we're gonna do a Meya style now. So let's welcome Maddie here. Maddie, come here. Come here, pretty lady. Look at her. Oh my gosh, there's the star.
Hey.
There she is. What an entrance!
I know, right?
I think it was like the best entrance of all the TGIFs
Thank
ever.
you. I try my best.
You're like a little princess. Nice. Guys, I'm pretty sure you all are familiar with Maddie, but if you are not, Maddie, could you introduce yourself a little bit?
Hey, I'm Maddie. If you know me, you know me. If you don't know me, then now you know. So, hey.
Perfect. Amazing.
Yeah.
Love it.
Thank you.
Best entrance, best introduction. Guys, I think it's gonna be star of TGIF.
Hey, come on, no. You're making me shy. No.
Listen, this is my job as the host to make you scared. No.
Wait, what? What? Wait, what?
No, I'm joking. Of course, I'm here to make you comfortable.
Thank you.
And also answer some annoying questions from me.
Anything from you is not annoying, okay?
She's lying.
No, I'm
She's
not. You guys know I'm a bad liar.
Same though. Me too. But so yeah, I wanted to invite you because, I mean, of course, I think most of our members know you. You've been with LanCul a long time, actually.
Yeah.
How many years?
Like 3 years?
3 years.
Like, when I first joined LanCul, can you believe I was a teenager?
Oh my god.
I was 19, guys. I was 19.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but like, you know, at that time, because like some of our branches were like pub and like, and they served drinks. So like, I was worried like, it's like, I'm 19. I'm about to turn 20. It's not okay. But I guess like everyone's like, no, you're turning 20, you're fine. Like, you'll be fine. We love you. Come to LanCul. And I was like, okay. So I joined.
That is a good point though.
Yeah.
Like, you were technically underage.
Yeah.
When people in LanCul, like members, were drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh.
But no. Like, I turned 20 already at that time. Because like, when I applied for LanCul, I was like 1 month away from turning 20.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, you're fine.
Fine. All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Plus, like, I didn't like drinking at that time, so not a problem for me.
Oh, do you like drinking now?
No, that's a different matter.
we're getting straight into deep questions.
Oh gosh, I love it.
No. Of course, I mean, unless members are curious, you can ask it later. Also, again, guys, remember, there is a chat option. You can use the chat. Don't worry. We read all the questions, and if we somehow miss your question, you can write it again, and then we're gonna see it for sure. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna ask you that question. Don't worry. We're not gonna be like revealing some secrets here. We're just here to have some pleasant, nice time for the 40 minutes. So my first kind of question, it's a little bit I don't know, maybe something that many people asked you already, but how would you say, how is your time in LanCul going?
It's getting busier.
Okay.
I mean, like, some of my regular members will know, but I recently started like full-time at LanCul, so obviously my working time doubled, and like I take on more responsibilities, like taking webinar. You guys know I was super nervous last week. Stay tuned for tomorrow too. You'll see me panic for another day. It takes a while to get used to it. And yeah, like I still do everything, and like if like other staff ask me, hey, do you want to do hangout? I do it. Yeah, like doing many things, getting busier. Yeah, meeting more new people.
It is a little bit different being part-time mate from full-time mate. Yeah. A lot more busy. I completely understand.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. The webinars though, so yeah, you said you were very nervous.
I was super nervous. Like, like most of you will know, like we talked about public speaking many times in my sessions. Like I have no problem with that, but online presentation is a different matter. Like I have only done it like 2 or 3 times when like suddenly everyone goes on lockdown during coronavirus and we had to take online classes. That's when I had to do online presentation for the first time, and like I get blanked out so often because normally like my trick for speaking in front of people is that I pretend as if I'm just talking to them. But when it's online, your friend is your computer screen, but there's no one on my screen. So it's like, who am I talking to? Like, what am I doing?
How about now?
Now it's fine. Like, you're here. Someone's there.
Perfect.
I see their photos. It's fine.
And when you came here, also people were like putting emojis and stuff.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
It was a nice welcome from member. Ah, there you go. See?
Oh, thank you. Mwah.
Very nice welcome from our members. They love you here in LanCul.
Hey, come on.
Yeah, of course. Ah, there you go. He's laughing.
Guys, stop. Come on. Stop.
Oh, I think this is gonna be the most positively chaotic TGIF I've ever done, but I am so happy you're here actually and bringing that kind of energy here.
I mean, I'm the sunshine.
Oh my gosh, does it mean I'm the moon?
Yeah.
I do have some bats on my shirt today.
That
so
works, yeah.
I'm the night creature today. What?
Hey, good balance, yeah, good balance.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, going back to normal questions.
Okay, back to reality. Yeah, we're done with the detouring. Okay, back to the normal questions. Let's go.
Yes. So, kind of connecting, LanCul, and we are learning English in LanCul. You speak many languages.
3.
That is a lot.
It's countable on your hands.
No, but I was curious because I speak 2. It's not as many as you, and I was wondering if there was some kind of if you have some kind of, since LanCul is a language kind of thing, do you have, what is your experience learning so many languages? Are you also learning Japanese right now?
I gave up.
Oh,
Most of you know, I gave up.
Wait,
they laughed
okay.
about it.
Okay, hey, different question.
Okay, yeah.
Why did you give up on Japanese?
Okay, so like, you know, like there's the native English that we're speaking, and then there's also the Japanese katakana English.
Yeah, right.
So like, I was studying, so in my school, it's mandatory to take the basic Japanese class for the first year. But like, after like 1 semester, I started feeling like, as I was doing my presentation in one of my major classes, which is in English, I started speaking English in the katakana way.
Oh.
Or even just when I'm hanging out with my friends, like if we're just ordering food, like instead of saying carbonara, I'm like, how about we get carbonara? Carbonara pasta. And then my friend was like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, oh, oops.
Oh.
Yeah. So then, like, even in the class, like whenever I use the katakana English by mistake, my professor was like, huh? And that's when I realized, oh, okay, 1 year is enough.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So that strictly kind of connects to the main question I wanted to ask you is like how do you approach learning so many languages? Because you do speak, well, obviously English. You speak Chinese, right? Cantonese.
The useless kind of Chinese. As Carson quoted a long time ago.
Of course he did.
You might not remember, but I took it to my heart.
Oh my
It's imprinted in my brain. Like, thanks, Carson. We're useless.
it's also his language.
Yeah, that's why he said that. Like when we're speaking and some other people are like, what language are you using? And he's like, Cantonese, you know, the useless kind of Chinese. I'm like, thanks a lot. Okay.
Oh my goodness. So Cantonese, English, and Vietnamese.
Yeah.
How was like your adventure with learning those languages?
Like, I would say I'm pretty lucky because my parents sort of noticed my interest for languages when I was a toddler.
Oh.
So like, my first language is not Vietnamese. It's Cantonese.
Oh.
Yeah, because you know, like before you go to kindergarten, you spend like your time at home all the time with your family. Your mother take care of you. So in my case, my grandma and grandpa take care of me most of the time. They speak Cantonese to me. So naturally, that's the first language that I pick up.
Oh.
And then by the age of like 2 or 3, when I started nursery school, that's when I heard Vietnamese for the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
But you're from Vietnam.
Yeah, but my family is Chinese Vietnamese.
How about your surroundings outside the family before kindergarten?
I mean, like, I don't remember too much.
Right, yeah, that's true.
But like, I just know that because I spend most of my time in the house with my grandma and like my mom speak Cantonese at home. So it's like my family has a rule, like to balance our language skill, like to keep the level. Outside we use Vietnamese, but back home they encourage us to use Cantonese. So when I was at home, it was like Cantonese environment.
Ooh.
So we use Cantonese. Yeah, and then when I went to nursery school, that's when like I heard Vietnamese for the first time. And that's when my dad was like, oh, okay, now you know Vietnamese, so I can start speaking to you like little by little, but you're gonna learn most of it at school.
Oh, okay.
Like that. And at that time in my country, now it's English turn. English like my third language.
Right.
So we had TVs at home and there were like only 2 animation channel. Like one was like a Vietnamese channel, but they sort of import Japanese anime. You know, like Doraemon, Pokemon, Dragon Balls. And then they dubbed it English. Oh, no, not English. Sorry, Vietnamese. They dubbed it Vietnamese. So that was one. And the other channel was Cartoon Network.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. So my dad noticed that like I hated when he turned on other channel, but when it went to Cartoon Network, I stayed still. He told me that. I was like, seriously? Yeah. And then that's when like by the age of 4, he asked me like, since you like Cartoon Network so much, like do you want to learn English? Thus my English adventure starts.
What? That is such like supportive dad for you, like encouraging this.
I mean, he has like a degree for teaching English.
Oh.
He just didn't do it at that time. Like he has a degree just to say like, yeah, I graduated from college.
Right.
But he ran like our own family business, so he didn't do it. But like he's pretty international. Like he wants me to learn anything that I want.
That's nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah, so I was pretty lucky because like the younger you start taking in more languages, the easier it sticks to you, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So talking about Japanese, so I started every language before 5 years old.
Okay, yeah.
But then there's like this huge gap until I'm 18, and then I start Japanese.
Right.
See the struggle?
Right.
See the struggle?
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's not like naturally intaking the language anymore. It's like, I'm in Japan, I have to study this to survive kind of feeling. Yeah.
That is, I mean, that makes sense. But that's also kind of, yeah, I would say like that's kind of beautiful of your parents to kind of encourage you to start early age. I would say like maybe it's good because thanks to that, thanks to knowing English, you can be here in Japan as well.
Yeah.
So going to that, like how come you're in Japan? Explain yourself.
Hang on. Like every broadcast I'm on, I get asked this question.
wasn't the host before, so.
Okay, just for you.
Thank you.
Oh my god, I forgot my answer because like so many people ask me that. I had this preset answer.
Oh yeah.
So every time someone asks, it's like a vending machine, like beep, here's your answer.
Their answer.
Hang on, like need loading time. How should I say? Okay, so I used to live in Australia when I was younger.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't?
I did not know that.
I thought everyone knew that. But
See, TGIF is more for me.
Okay. Well, now you know.
Now I know.
Yeah, so I used to live in Australia because my dad transferred job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like from 9 to 12. So that was like my first experience living abroad. So when I came back to Vietnam after that, I was like, oh, I want to live abroad again. Like, I want to study abroad. I don't want to stay in my country. Sorry, it sounds bad, but not really. No bad intention.
I completely understand.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you know. Yeah. And then so my dad was like, okay, so try your best to like find a scholarship or find which school you want and then tell me about it. I'll support you the best way I can. And when I entered my high school, like it's a pretty good high school. So somehow my school has this connection with my university in Japan. And so like my dad was like, okay, like if you study well, they might give you a scholarship. So try your best in this high school. So I tried my best. Not so best, but I tried. Yeah. And then when I was in the third year of high school, like these people, like there were strange people coming through the school gate. And I was like, who are they? They were carrying like suitcases and wearing suits. And then
Like Men in Black.
Exactly.
What?
Exactly. And then like I was like, okay, like stranger coming to school, okay, whatever. And then somehow like in the middle of class, those people came into my class.
Oh.
And then
Then they pulled the blinding thing and then you don't remember. No, I'm so sorry.
I hope that never happens to me.
Oh my god. You don't know because you don't remember.
Can you stop? Okay, I'm trying to tell a story here.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to tell a story. Continue.
Okay, where was I? Okay, so the guy came in with another lady, and like there were many people, and then he said, then he started speaking English.
Okay.
But you know, like he has an accent, a Japanese accent. Of course, at that time, I didn't know he was Japanese. I just thought he's like, oh, okay, not from Vietnam. But not sure where he's from, you know, like why is he here? But then when he starts speaking, I'm like, Japanese. What can this be about? And then he's like, I'm here like on behalf of the whatever university, just to tell you a bit about the school, like the support that we offer, the scholarship we had, and they sort of hand out all the booklet. And at that time, I was trying to like apply for like U.S. university, Australian university. I was getting ready for it. So I was trying to apply, but you know, like US university are super expensive. And, like some of them are super hard to get in. So at that time, I thought any school that seems okay to me, I will apply. Sort of like handing out flyers, like here's my application, like that. So I thought, like Japan's not bad. I've never been there. They offer like a good scholarship system, and like they have good connection with my principal, and I have good connection with the principal. But yeah, so I just thought, okay, I'll try it out. It could be like a backup plan, or it could be my main plan, whatever. But in the end, I didn't have time to complete my applications for other school, and the Japanese university like accepted me first. So it's like first come first serve kind of thing.
Right, yeah.
So I was like, like I was pretty stressed at that time. Like how do you juggle cram school, 13 subject at school? I was also in like the school advanced AP English, like sort of like if they need someone to go to English competition, they call me. Kind of like I'm in that team.
Wow.
So like how do you juggle all of that plus study like SAT and apply for US university? So I was like, okay, this is like safe choice. It could at least like solve one of my problem. If I want to transfer school, I could do that like 1 year or 2 later. It could be like a transfer. So I took that, and then I'm here in Japan. End of story.
That's a story and a half.
Yeah.
Wow. But so basically, it was kind of a coincidence that it was Japan.
Yeah. I just happened to get into a high school that has connection with a university in Japan. And I just happened to be on the principal's good side. So she helped me so much with the application.
That is really nice. Are you happy with the coincidence that happened?
I'm happy. I met so many great members here. You guys know, right?
Yeah.
Like if I didn't apply, you will never know who Maddie is.
No, we wouldn't have such awesome TGIF. My gosh.
Yeah.
Guys, I do have some more questions. We are, it's really chaotic today, but in the positive way, and I love it. But we do have 23 now, it just changed. 23 on the clock. So guys, if you have any questions or comments, even just saying hi to Maddie, you can use the chat option. It's open, we see it, it's right in front of us. So don't hesitate. Also, if you maybe you had a similar experience like Maddie, learning a language in childhood or being encouraged by parents to kind of pursue some education dream. You can also share that. So don't forget about the chat option. Let me just open my, oh my goodness, why is my, there you go. Okay, so I do have a little bit more questions for you. Of course,
I'll keep the answer short. I'll keep the answer short.
You don't have to. It's okay.
Okay.
But since it was such a coincidence to kind of come to Japan, what would be like it's kind of a generic question, but I feel like everybody's answer would be different for that. Like, what was the first impression after coming to Japan? Like the country itself and
hang on. Like I've heard all of these things about Japan before I came, and they were all true when I came here.
Oh, for
Like,
example.
What should I say? Like morning rush hour.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of men in black suits and tie, rushing on and off the train, not caring about who they bump into. Sorry, that's going down the wrong road there, but yeah.
I mean, we all have experienced that. It's, you know. It's
Like that. So that's one. And then there's like, what else? It's like super safe country. That's a good thing. Like, I feel super safe here.
Yeah.
Like, I could leave my things anywhere and I don't have to worry about losing it. So that's true. Like, I was really amazed at the safety in Japan.
Yeah.
And then food is delicious. Food is delicious.
Mai has a question. Hi, thank you for sharing your story. Do you miss your hometown? Very good question.
Of course I do. I miss my hometown, of course. But yeah, in Japan it's fun.
I miss it, but
yeah, like, of course I miss it. Like, many people ask me, don't you miss your family? Don't you feel homesick? I'm like, I already decided to go abroad, so of course I'm gonna enjoy the new country. And I miss my family, but you know, I don't want it to sort of take over everything.
right.
Yeah, I'm not going abroad to feel miserable. I'm going abroad to experience new things. So it's like, yeah, I miss my family, but I'm here on this new adventure, so let's focus on that now.
I feel like we've kind of spoke about it on some of my sessions in LanCul, but also in this day and age, it's also so much easier to not miss people because you just have so many ways of contacting them as well.
Yeah.
Skype, Line, whatever.
I
whatnot.
use like Facebook Messenger,
right,
the video chat. I talk to my parents once a week. So does that answer your question?
Yeah.
I don't have to miss them that much.
Yeah.
I see them every week. Yeah.
So definitely. But connecting that to that question, like, how would you compare your life in Vietnam versus life in Japan or Australia as well? As you said?
Like, it's not about country, but it's more about like how much control I have of my own life.
Oh, okay, that's
It's
interesting.
like, you know, when I still live in Vietnam, like my parents sort of want to protect me, sort of like,
Right, yeah.
oh, like we have a house in Vietnam, like why would you want to live by yourself, right? Like live with mommy and daddy, we'll take care of you.
Right.
But then of course, like many of you, like I told many of the members too, like I have really strict parents. Because how should I say this? I'm like the kind that I would want to try everything, and if I like something, I go crazy for it.
Oh, okay.
Like I tend to go crazy.
Obsessive over.
Yeah. And I go crazy on everything. I want to try many things. I like to go out and have fun. My parents don't want me to go too crazy, so they sort of restrict me. So like I always have to like not ask them, but present to them whenever I want to go out, like 2 weeks in advance. I'm not kidding. Like, where are you going? Who are you going with? How are you gonna get there? When are you coming back?
Right.
Why are you going?
Oh my goodness.
Because like when I was in high school, I was outside like for more than 13 hours a day. I see my friends more than I see my family.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, why would you want to see them? Like you see them every day more than you see us. So it's sort of like presentation. So dad, this is where I'm going. This is how I'm getting there.
Right.
Who am I going with? Like
Right.
this, yeah.
That is an interesting take. Like usually people will say, oh, you know, like the food or something, but that's very interesting. About
Yeah, like the control. Yeah, because like living with my parents, of course, is different from living by myself. Because now, like, I can do whatever I want. Of course, like still within limitation. I don't go too crazy. My parents educate me well, but in Vietnam, it's sort of like I go outside, I meet people, I come home, I meet my family. It's like still I have to like talk to them, converse with them. We're pretty close, and still have to consider other family members. But here in Japan, it's like I'm just on my own.
Yeah.
I go out, I meet people, I don't want to see people, I come back home. Like that.
It's the independence that you gain, kind of.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand completely. But how about more this kind of technical difference? And also, guys, don't forget we have the chat option. And also, Maya is saying, I'm glad to hear that you like living in Japan. I guess.
Yeah.
Time with you flies.
I know.
Whoa,
I know.
guys. If you are curious about something, we will have like 2 more minutes to answer the question. But anyway, thank you so much for joining this TGIF. That was a very unique one.
It's a fast one.
It was a fast one.
It's a really fast one.
I also didn't want to ask you like very typical like, hey, can you tell us about yourself? Because I know probably I would say like, if not 100, then 99% of people know you here.
I see a lot of familiar names and faces.
Yeah, and you have been on TGIF before.
Yeah.
Once or twice?
Once.
Yeah. So thank you so much for joining again.
My pleasure.
And guys, thank you so much for joining.
Someone sent a heart.
Yeah, thank you guys.
How many heart do you want? I can do a lot. Like K-pop style. And then small heart.
Look, everybody's
Bigger heart. Biggest heart.
Oh my gosh.
I can do more. Oh, thank you.
Guys, you're so sweet. There's so much love. Thank you so much. Oh my god, everybody's Maddie. Wow, I'm really positively, I'm not surprised. How do I say? Like, thank you. I'm very grateful. Grateful. That was the word I was looking for. Very grateful.
Me too. Yeah.
We do have like the time is basically finished, but guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining this TGIF. Maddie, thank you so much for joining and telling your wonderful stories as well.
Yeah, thank you for coming, guys. Thank you for listening to me like babbling about my life.
It was really interesting
for
though.
the last 40 minutes.
I learned a lot, so I'm very happy for that. So thank you so much, guys. Enjoy your weekend TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I hope you enjoyed this session with Maddie today. And tune in for next week. I hope I'm gonna see some of you next week, or all of you, hopefully. And yeah, thank you guys very, very much. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. TGIF. See you guys.
See you.
Bye.